It's about that time for the big one, ain't it? Welcome, everyone, to another rap battle. This is Jigsaw versus Springtrap rap battle by Freshy Canal. The original video, as well as Freshy Canal's channel, will be linked in the description below. Go support them in any way you possibly can. Like, comment, subscribe to them, all that good stuff. And if you have anything you want me to react to, go and let me know in the comment section down below. I read every single comment. Now, I don't know much about Five Nights at Freddy's, but I have watched a lot of Saw, so I might know a bit more about Kramer than I do know about Afton. So, also, this is 4 minutes long, so I'm assuming other people join in, or there's just long ass verses. Rap. Casting him as William Afton makes so much fucking sense. That does not.
There's an opening in maintenance. Are you here to replace him? I'm sure you'll be a great fit in taking on the grave shift. You'll disappear like clockwork, another missing victim slain. I am not your doctor, I will actually pick your brain. You try to puzzle police, but it doesn't take a detective to spot what you call your calling. In life is purely deceptive. You preach the murder is putrid while brutalizing the innocent. You and the feds are too stupid to figure out who the killer is. My mind is unmatchable. If you act out of order, I fill you with static bolts. I've been the one building bands in my basement that take the imagined and make it the actual. Your game never had a goal. You got chased by the cops, now you turn them to murderers. Seems like your formula won't ever change. You hide while the pigs do the dirty work. You're the one who's wasted your second chance to live, Kramer. Next time you're driven to the edge, ditch the cliffhanger. William, you spit.
Okay.
There's an opening in maintenance. Are you here to replace him?
Maintenance workers, because yada yada. The maintenance workers are usually like the biggest part of FNAF.
I'm sure you'll be a great fit in taking on the grave shift.
The night shift is what people call the grave shift, basically. Because that's how most of the Five Nights at Freddy's games are spent. They are spent as you being the night guard for the night shift.
Disappear like clockwork, another missing victim slain.
Child murderer. Because no one actually finds the kids, but you kind of figure out what happens to them, and you don't report them to the police at all.
I am not your doctor.
I'm not your doctor. I will actually pick your brain. Because William Afton, despite his fucking obvious psychotic bullshit, is a very smart person. So is Kramer. He's psychotic, but also very smart. So, Kramer has brain cancer. I'm pretty sure it's brain cancer. But pick your brain, you gotta pick at it, get smart, and also all that stuff.
Pick your brain. You try to puzzle police, but it doesn't take a detective to spot what you call your calling. In life is purely deceptive.
Doesn't take a detective to spot what you call your calling in life is purely deceptive. Don't get that one exactly. But I believe what John Kramer believes is his purpose in life is just making sure other people know the value of theirs, even though sometimes the people really don't fucking deserve it. Because, like, you didn't appreciate your family. They still have fucking time to do that. They still have their entire life to fucking do that.
You preach the murder is putrid.
You preach that murder is putrid. While brutalizing the innocent. Again, pointing out the fact that some people literally do not fucking deserve some of the treatment that they get from John.
The innocent. You and the feds are too stupid to figure out who the killer.
You and the feds are too stupid to figure out who the killer is. So he's basically saying, you're too stupid to realize that you're the killer. You're killing people. And also because the police obviously don't fucking know who Jigsaw really is.
My mind is unmatchable. If you act out of order, I fill you with
If you act out of order, I will fill you with static volts. Because that's what happened in, I believe, Sister Location, where if an animatronic was acting out of order, he would just shock it with like 1 million volts of fucking electricity. I've been the one building. I've been in one building, bands in the basement. That take the imagined and make it actual. Because, yeah, I mean, Afton is the guy who made Five Nights at Freddy and made it a pizza place and made it very, very popular. Your game never had a goal. You talk about the video game, because the video game I heard was fucking stupid. I heard the game was stupid.
You got chased by the cops. Now you
Got chased by the cops.
turn them to murderers.
Now you turn them to murderers.
The formula won't ever change. You hide while the pigs do the dirty work.
You hide while the pigs do all the dirty work. This is a reference to when Jigsaw thought he was going to die, so he had to have someone else, take in his spot. So the pig, I believe, I don't remember their name, but it was a woman. She did all the kidnapping. He just kind of set everything up to make sure the traps were set.
You're the one who's wasted your second chance to live, Kramer. Next time you're driven to the edge, ditch the cliff.
Next time you're driven to the edge, ditch the cliffhanger. Edge, cliff. Driven to the edge. I don't get that one. I haven't watched all of the Saw movies. I've watched like maybe 4. I don't remember.
William, you spend your life finding children to kidnap. No, a costume consumes. You think of it as a spring trap. They couldn't prove their guilt, but here's a trial you can walk from. You have 30 seconds before you're finally locked up. You had a partner, Doug's idea said it was yours. Most of the suits coming from you end up in court. Built up your home on top of the bones of what the business is. I think we both already know who the mimic is. I give life to the misguided through means they can barely stomach. But I've never trapped a subject as big as fear is the puppet. Your control addiction is honestly not a shock to me. You're haunted by the thought that your victims freaking out on me. First your son got crispy, you're the sign. First by the bite of 87 through the parents' fire. I'll really scooped your daughter and her body rots inside her. You call them pizzerias, but they're still just family diners.
I have a feeling another person's gonna hop in here. But the way he uses his voice it's so good.
Cliffhanger.
William, you spend your life finding children.
Finding children to kidnap because he is a child murderer, and he stuffs the souls of children into the animatronics. He actually stuffs their body into them.
To kidnap, no, a costume consumes. You think of it as
Now your costume consumes you. Think of it as a spring trap, because the spring traps within the animatronic clamp down into William's skin, and now he's stuck there forever, and now that's how he became Springtrap and whatever. And also because kids are let out of school in the spring and calling it a spring trap so he could kidnap children.
a spring trap. They couldn't prove their guilt, but here's a trial you can walk.
They couldn't prove your guilt because they couldn't find the bodies. They couldn't find the kids' bodies. All the kids went missing in the pizzeria. They couldn't find their kids. They couldn't find their bodies because they were stuck in the animatronic suits.
From you have 30 seconds before you're
You have 30 seconds, because that's usually how long a Jigsaw trap lasts. It's about 30 seconds before something fucked up happens to you.
finally locked up. You had a partner.
You had a partner. It was Henry something. I don't remember, but I think he was the original guy who had the idea. And then just William took and said, "All right, it's mine now."
Doug's idea said it was
I don't know.
yours. Most of the suits coming from you end up in court.
Most of the suits coming from you end up in court. First off, you wear a suit to court. Animatronic suits, but also lawsuits, as in their company, the pizzeria, has gotten a lot of lawsuits, which it has because of the missing children's cases.
Built up your home on top of the bones of what the business is.
That I don't get.
I think we both already know who the mimic.
Built your place on top of the bones of other businesses. I think we already know who the Mimic is, because the Mimic was in the Secret of the Mimic FNAF game, which was alright, I guess. It was fine. I still fucking hate the fact they use comics as cutscenes now, but whatever. Also, I think they're saying, hey, you're fucking copying other businesses that already exist, so.
I give life to the misguided through means they can barely stomach. But I've never
I give life to the people whose
mimic is.
I give life to the misguided. Some people, if they can survive, they have a new feeling on life and whatever.
To the misguided through means they can barely stomach.
Yeah, because usually it's in through fucked up ways.
I've never trapped a subject as big as fear as the puppet.
Never try. Yeah, because people aren't really scared of Billy the puppet. They're more scared of the guy who's fucking doing this. Also, the puppet is another Five Nights at Freddy's character who I believe is William's. I want to say daughter, but I don't think that's right. I know they have something to do with the spirits of the crying children.
Your control addiction is honestly not a shock to me.
You're haunted by the thought that your victims retain autonomy. I gotta look up that word because I'm not that smart. Autonomy, 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 autonomy. I'm pretty sure it's just. Oh, that they have free will, basically. So you're just shocked that your victims have free will. First, your son got crushed by your design quirks, which is the bite of 87, which crushed the child's skull, and I believe was the first kill, which kind of drove William to fucking insanity. No. Was it? I don't fucking know. The lore is everywhere. The bite of 87 was this crying kid who he was scared of the animatronics, but his four brothers were like okay, hey, let's just shove our fucking brother into the mouth of this fucking animatronic, and it crushes his frontal lobe, and they had to remove it. And of course that would get a lot of fucking backlash if a child just happened to be in that situation. While Baby scooped your daughter, yeah, Baby was, I believe, one of the first animatronics he was working on for his daughter, and it gave ice cream, and then Baby, while offering, I don't remember her fucking name, but offering the daughter ice cream, it kind of like scooped her inside and then crushed her up. Now her body rots inside her. Yep. They call them pizzerias, but they're still just family diners. Because his family tends to die quite a bit. And also, this is an argument that Wayne Radio TV had. If Chuck E. Cheese is a restaurant or a family diner, because or like a play place or whatever, because people don't really go there to eat. You can eat there, but it's you have arcades and shit. Nope.
You forgot one thing, Kramer.
They always come back.
I always come back. So you wanna look at me and give me lessons on finding the key to live? Pass your life like it's a wheel to spin. Death came from me and I vetoed it. So many stitches in this feeble twig. He's a jigsaw when doctors are treating him. The only thing that's in the needle pen is your body once the anesthesia hits. Your cancer kept on spreading until it crushed your future with all those flashy eggs. Could they not cut your tumor? I'm amazed you stay awake with that frontal lobe. At least since your kid died, you witnessed something grow. Come lead the band, you'll be a great feeling for the other empty husks empowered by dead children. You were left in pieces once your son's spirit was untethered in hell. You'll see him, Jigsaw, but I will put you back together.
Okay. He always comes.
I always come back.
I always come.
So you wanna look at me and give me lessons on finding the...
So you want to look at me and give me lessons on finding the key to live. Basically saying that you also need to fucking change because you're clearly not appreciating your life while you have it.
Key to live. Bet your life like it's a wheel to spin.
You bet your life like it's a wheel to spin. Because he gambles on his life quite a bit because sometimes he's dead, other times he's fucking not, and he just comes back, and sometimes he's dead again. I don't know.
Death came from me and I vetoed.
Death came from me and I vetoed it. Because he's died like 7 fucking times in the Five Nights at Freddy's series.
There's so many stitches in this feeble twig. He's a jigsaw when doctors are treating.
He's a Jigsaw when doctors are treating him. So basically saying that his body is a jigsaw puzzle, which whatever. But also, I believe there was a scene where doctors were actually like doing an autopsy and they were picking at his brain to check on his brain cancer. And there was actually like a part of his brain that was cut out in the piece of a jigsaw, like as a piece of a jigsaw puzzle, and they pulled that out and they're like, "What the fuck?" It was just weird. I don't remember if there was any like reason for it. Also, this fucking costume's awesome. The only thing that's in the needle pit was one of the more fucked up traps, I would say. There's like a key, and it was in a pit of needles, which contained some like drugs or like poisons. I don't remember. The only thing that's in the needle pit, also a reference to in the pit, which is another Five Nights at Freddy's game, which is also not really that good. Is your body when the anesthesia hits. You usually apply anesthesia to like knock your people out, to your patients out, so you can operate on them safely, without them panicking or whatever. Your cancer kept on spreading until it crushed your future. With all those flashy edits, could they not cut your tumor? So there's a lot of edits online about Jigsaw, and it's like a bunch of bullshit where it's like it's really shitty. It's just like stupid edits. But also, could they not cut your tumor? I don't really know if that was possible. If they could cut his tumor out, I don't remember. I'm amazed you stay awake with that frontal lobe. Ever since your kid dies, at least you've witnessed something grow. That's a fucking haymaker. Okay, so frontal lobe, I'm guessing that's where the tumor is, that's where the tumor grows. Also, his kid died before it was born. He or she was born. And he spent like his entire life hoping that he would get a child, and once he did, some crazy motherfucker. I don't really know why or how it happened, but like this guy was like running out of the hospital, and he opened the door so hard that John Kramer's wife was like on the other side, and it just like the door handle like crushed her belly, and so it crushed the kid inside. I don't need to explain that one. I will put you back together like a jigsaw puzzle. I will put you back together. You were left in pieces, jigsaw pieces. This is great. I don't know why an unborn baby would be in hell, though. And also, I will put you back together as a line from William Afton in one of the games or even the movie. I don't remember.
Resort to killing. My death is said to shut off all power within the building. Your persistence won't stop you from being pulled into hell. You've only made your body move because you're full of yourself. Lost a piece of your humanity with each child you chopped up. You've been a walking zombie long before those locks shut. So ask yourself, was it really worth it to maintain a soul with nothing left that's worth preserving? Let's not keep the devil waiting right now. You're feeling hopeless, so I'll end communication like the family you've broken. If you paid attention to the world around you, you'd have noticed you're trapped inside a box that nobody can open.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was so good. The beat. It was a mix of Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically number 3, from someone, I don't remember who, but they had a similar beat. And it was a mix of that and the fucking Saw theme, which is so good.
I figured you'd resort to killing. My death is said to shut off all power within the building. Your persistence won't stop you from being pulled into hell. You've only made your body move because you're full of yourself.
You only made your body move because you're full of yourself. So he's basically saying, you were already Springtrap. Now you're just full of yourself, which is, of course, you're in the body or whatever, you know.
Lost a piece of your
Lost a piece of your humanity
humanity
with each child you chopped up, because a lot of his kids died due to this bullshit, and also lots of random kids died too.
you chopped up. You've been a walking zombie long before those locks.
You've been a walking zombie long before those locks shut, which is such a good line. That's another haymaker. So he's basically saying you've lost your humanity since you've killed all those children, and now since you don't even have a pinch of humanity left in you, you're a walking zombie. Basically, before you became a zombie, which is also a very good fucking line.
Shut, so ask yourself, was it really worth it to maintain a soul with nothing left that's worth?
So was it really worth it to maintain a soul with nothing left that's worth preserving? Fuck. Okay, so he lost all of his kids. I'm pretty sure he lost his wife as well at some point. Either she divorced him or she left or whatever. But he has had a fucked up life, and then he died, and then he came back, and he's like, "Are you?" He's basically saying, "End it, man. You've been through fucking enough. Like, holy shit."
Preserving, let's not keep the devil waiting right now. You're feeling hopeless, so I'll end communication like the family.
End communication was something that Henry Emily said. Henry Emily. That's the guy who helped William. End communication is stuff he said when you're like fucking with the animatronics or whatever. I'll end communication like the family you've broken, because he doesn't speak with anyone else. He doesn't speak to anyone else because he kept working on his fucking animatronics.
You've broken. If you paid attention to the world around you, you'd have noticed you're trapped inside a box that nobody can open.
That's a reference to the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 box, which you never see anything from. This is fucking pixel art sprite work is so good. I love this. Oh, you can see the face. Oh, that's so good. Ah, uh, that was Grossman. Oh, because he had that fucking dope ass costume. I forgot. Oh, I forgot his game. Okay, so I think my only complaint is Kramer not looking as old as he should be. But even then, that don't stop this battle from being fucking great. This is awesome. Oh, fuck. This might already be my favorite Halloween rap battle, and I haven't reacted to the other ones yet. Shit. Oh, this is so good. Oh, fuck. Alright. Oh, I can't praise Freshy Canal enough for stepping up. He keeps raising his fucking bar. Like, how. After Hercule Poirot versus Benoit Blanc, I didn't think the bar could get any higher. But it fucking did. Anyway, the original video as well as Freshy Canal's channel will be linked in the description below. Go support them in any way you possibly can. Like, comment, subscribe to them, all that good stuff. And if you have anything you want me to react to, go and let me know in the comment section down below. I read every single comment. That being said, bye-bye.